it's all about the structure. So look at this beautiful crepe myrtle branch structure. Look how beautiful that is. Perfect branch structure. It's all in the genes, and it's also has a lot to do with the wind, the sunlight, availability to the surrounding areas. So if you have a tree that has plenty of open air to grow, it can expand outwards. Limbs can get large without compromising in the branch union. These perfect tree through here. Single stem branch structure. This one, to invert it, should be pruned off. These ones are correct for now. Correct. So it's all about the spacing. It needs to be spaced out, you know, distributed to both sides, so the tree puts down wood evenly on both sides. You don't want, you know, too much wood on one side, too much lean lay. You want it to be branched equally, somewhat large limbs. You want a dominant top. So this tree is not perfect, but it's not a bad looking tree. It's got a good spreader here, 2 leaves dominate. So if I was to keep this tree, I would figure out a dominant lead right here. Trees usually fail from these branch unions. So like this one here, that large tree, very old tree, but eventually it's going to put pressure at that top side here. This thing will just get too heavy. It's getting way too much light out here, and so she'll split out here. So if I was to save this tree, I would prune that while I was younger and smaller. Things have changed now. Now this very old. If I was to rig this tree to remove it, I'd go up the dominant side, rig these out, work it down, finalize the top all the way down. And here, this is a beautiful tree. Now look at all the weight on the lay side. No weight over here. You can see it's a natural lean because the other trees here leans away from these trees. Sunlight availability. It's a natural. It's just trying to get the light. So it's going to grow out here. A lot of these large leads are healthy, strong unions. Depending on which way the wind would be torquing this tree, it could be beneficial. But years down the line, eventually it would probably fail, either dying from the age of the tree, kind of species, a laurel oak, or possibly could uproot. But the base is like a pretty good base. It's got some enrollments here, twisting, but for the most part, pretty healthy tree. Sound was solid. Some old cuts. More cuts you get, especially the large ones here, you see it only seals on the outside with the new growth. There's always a chance inside there you got fungus, you got a lot of heart rot, some soft rot possibly coming through here. Beautiful old live oaks, and you can see these aged trees are just laying against each other, and they are supporting, but they're also pushing apart. A lot of decay. Trees like this eventually, they have issues from just the growth itself. So when they're younger, they can be corrected. You look at the root system here, the tree doesn't know. It will grow over itself, it will push itself, it will tangle and twist. It will hurt itself unintentionally. And if your home's around, it will cause problems. So just trying to show y'all some tips, what to watch out for.